Guys, you sweet. That is confusing. See, I'm Russian, and you guys are clearly not. Not for this guy. There's no emotion on this face. I like you. You make me feel at home. See, the comedy nights are different in Russia. It's just a bunch of men standing in the dark, holding hands, waiting for the snow to melt. The problem is, we Russians are not good at this. That thing, I think I have a word for it, joy. But what we're good at is building missiles and posing for passport photos. Look straight, don't smile. Not a problem. We could do it all day. I have a very controversial name, but it's easy to remember. Sergey. It's like a title and a sexuality. But you can call me Sir. Because in my hometown, no one did. Like many Russian kids, I grew up admiring Russian villains in American movies. That's where we get the accent from. I grew up in a very dark and remote place, Siberia. I once had to kill a bear with my own hands when I was 4 years old, just to prove to my father that I was worth keeping. And thanks to me, our family didn't starve that year. They didn't starve, but they would never take me back to the same zoo. Russia is a very cold place. In fact, the only country where Game of Thrones made no sense whatsoever. All it did is just pissed off the White Walkers. It made so little sense, they had to show the entire series in reverse just to keep us interested. Winter is coming. No one cares. Incest is coming. Now we're talking. Would you like me to tell you a heartwarming story of how I lost my virginity? I lost my virginity in a house fire. I didn't last too long, but she was way too hot. What a screamer she was. You never forget a bushfire when you see one. The problem is, I don't think they're gonna let me be a firefighter again. This is a slow burner, so give it a minute. Like many Russian people, I had a dream. I always wanted to come to the UK and see Salisbury Cathedral. It's been 10 years since I moved to this country. It's been 10 years. And if you consider the average life expectancy for a Russian living in the UK, 10 years is not a bad run. It's quite good. Not many of us made it that far, like Litvinenko. Apparently London wasn't his kind of cup of tea. Now this joke confused the hell out of Essex people. Okay, someone uploaded my video to Pornhub the other night. So now my mom knows I'm doing stand-up. Now these two are unrelated events. But somehow my mom managed to get herself involved in both of them. She called me up and said, "Sergey, what the hell is stand-up comedy?" And I was like, "Mom, you have an unconvincing Alabama accent." Siberia is a weird place. So she said, "What the hell is stand-up comedy?" And I was like, "Mom, I'm just me on stage trying to make people laugh." And she's like, "Well, tell me one thing. Are you taking your clothes off?" But "No, Mom, I'm just making jokes." "Well, are you getting paid for that?" "Not really, Mom, not much. "Well, then why don't you take your clothes off, you dumbass?" And I was like, "Mom, if it works for my sister, doesn't mean it's gonna work for me." Thank you. You made me feel at home.